Okay, so I'm here today on Logger Creek. Last time I came, there was actual ice on it. There's a beaver dam right there, and I want to fish kind of behind that beaver dam. It's a small creek, but there are fish in it. I've caught some anyway. I don't know if I'll catch any today, but I'm just going to run the camera and see what happens. Here's what I'm using for bait. Worms. Here's my worm. And I'm going to walk over to the edge. I'm just going to run the camera for as long as it stays on, and I only have a little bit of time left anyway. And what I'm going to use is I took a bead from a titanium bead, put it on one of my fly hooks, but I made a little tiny lightweight jig, and I got a bunch of them with me that I made, and I'm going to just put the worm on and slide it. I like these little long hooks. Hopefully they'll stay mostly out of the terrible snags that I'll probably encounter. And here it is. That's how I'm going to fish it. So let's walk around and see what happens. This is in Boise, and this is a park called Park Center. And this little Logger Creek just flows behind, and so I'm going to give it a try to get in where I can and just plunk a few things here. So where is this beaver den? The beaver dam is right here. There's some yellow snow. Got to be somewhat careful. Let's see. This may not be a good spot. I got my long boots on, so I'm on ice right now. Probably thin ice. I'm not going to try it here yet because I think that's going to be somewhat of a mess. So let's try down here where I can get in. There is some good depth in here, little holes, and I've caught all kinds of different fish out of here in the past. So let's see. Just kind of getting a view of where I want to go. Okay, I think I know. I'm gonna go one more spot here. See if I can get myself out of this mess I just got myself in. This could be like the whole video is me just walking around trying to get into near the river, or a creek I should say. Pretty funny. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Probably should have brought my waders. We'll see if I can get in here, get a few casts in. So, whoa, I almost took the fun way. All right, we're gonna just give it a try in here and see what happens. I don't have a lot of good footing. Yeah, I'm on ice right now, so this is as good as I'm gonna get. So let's see what happens. Whoa, that's going in. Okay, just gonna kind of let it drift a little. It's a safer spot anyway. I'm a little worried. This is called being on thin ice. Okay. What there is back here, and I have caught them, is mostly the two things are rainbows and brown trout. There's little areas in here. We'll see what happens. I didn't plan to do anything special, just kind of cast and reel in slow and kind of jig a little bit. No bobbers, nothing like that. Uh, hopefully we'll be able to find something interesting. Okay. Ooh, caught a stick or something. Weed. Got a weed. Got a weed. Yep, got a weed. Something made me think I had a bite or something. Okay, fish in the more dangerous parts now. Okay, I hit the snow, and okay, it's just, I'm gonna drag it, let it drop right off that edge. See what happens. I'm just kind of watching. I figure because of that little beaver dam, this will be a little deeper in this part. I'm also keeping my eyes out for any kind of fish activity on the surface or whatever. See if there's anything running around, chasing something. They're not huge fish back here usually, at least the spot that I'm used to. Curious how deep it is just right here. Let's see. I'll let it drop and see what happens. Seems like I'm on the bottom already. So it's probably a foot or so right off of shore. Okay, let's try that again. Just kind of let it drift a little bit. See what happens. I keep saying see what happens. Most of the time that I've ever caught things back here, it's been like in the winter or in like the fall. And I've caught a few. Once I caught a little baby, like 4-inch brown in the summer, but usually I don't fish here in the summer. When I have, the few times I have, it hasn't been very productive. So we'll see what I'm not going to say we'll see what happens. So it's worth a try. I cast up a little ways. There's a bend there, and maybe there's something over there. There are only a few places I've been able to really try here because of the trees and whatnots. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of let things happen. See what is at the bottom there, and see if I can't get a snag. That'd be kind of fun. Might see if I can scooch up there and try to fish into that bend a little bit, but at least for now. I really would like to get closer to where that dam is. Gonna try eventually. Yeah. The nice part about this is I cast it up on the ice there, and then I'll just let it drop. See if there's something hiding under the ice. Probably not, but it's worth a try. Once I saw some guys just walking it was in the fall, and they're just walking along the bottom here wearing their waders, just casting up against the current, like, so the current's flowing this way. It's not much of a current though, but I think that has largely to do with the dam. Oh, I'm gonna pay for that one. I think. Let's see. Did I make it past the brush? Okay, maybe I'm okay. So just go take it a little bit at a time. It's kind of a neat little place to be, though. It's out of the way. You don't see it. I'll see some people fishing from time to time. It both starts and ends at different places along the Boise River. So, in theory, whatever fish are in the Boise could be in here. I don't think they explicitly. Something looked like it hit the surface over here. It just might be tree drippings, though. Like right in that area where I cast it. We'll see. Okay. Not liking what I'm... Well, I shouldn't say I am liking what I'm seeing. I just don't think I have a lot of hope at this moment that there is much. So I think I'm going to walk this way a little bit just to see what happens. I'm only taking a short... Oh no, I caught the tree. Okay, I lost most of my worm, so I'll put on a fresh one and keep going. Okay, here we go. We'll go. Maybe I could cast a bobber out there, a slip bobber. I don't think I want to even try something like that. I didn't bring a slip bobber with me today anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go up the creek this way and try to fish back down. There's a little culvert back there. I might try that too. This looks like a spot. I'll just fish from the shore in here. There's a little log that's sitting there, so this looks like it could be a really good spot. Okay, I'll put in a new worm. I'm gonna get snagged up, I just know it. Oof, this one I don't have much hope for. Somehow, even though I'm wearing boots that nearly go to my knees, I somehow got snow down in my boot. So let's try a wormy. Ooh, that's a big night crawler. Yeah. Let's see what I can get here. I go on the top of the snout. Oh, he's screaming. Such a small bend in the hook. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, so am I wrapped? Oh yeah, I'm wrapped, of course. At least I caught it before I tried to cast. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just try a cast right like this. Ooh, this fallen tree is probably gonna kill me. Ooh, I'm nearly falling right now. I keep slipping down. Let's see if I can scoot. Yep, I was able to scoop it over that log. And since this is a little bend, maybe this has a little hole right here underneath the ice. There's some kind of a... Oh, I fished here before. Yeah. There's some kind of a little twisty, dammy looking thing. Oh, I felt a bite. Maybe there is something in here. Or I felt what felt like a bite. How about that? Yeah, it's deep enough. Let's see if something takes it. Okay. Let's try in here. There we go. Nope. So I'm fishing under that log right now, so whoop, look at those ducks. Okay, try over here. This is really going to be tempting fate. Just kind of watching the line, seeing if anything takes it. Let's see what happens here. Yep, not much happening. Just a quickie. Who knows? I plan to post this fish or not, so if you're watching this, you won't know if I caught a fish. Ha ha ha. Until you watch it all the way to the end. I won't tell you. It'll be a secret. Sometimes it's just about being out in the peaceful nature. You don't really have to have anything special going on. Oh, wow. Almost looked like I was getting a bite there for a minute. But I think it just got hung up on something. I was seeing the line go, which would be probably almost impossible for you to see at this point. Okay. Okay, I'll put it straight out in front of me if I can. It's gonna be tough. What kind of cast can I make here? Not real good. It's not where I wanted it. I wanted it right there. Put it right there. What's wrong with me, man? Ooh, there's a couple of ducks that I didn't even notice. They're right there. Nope. No bites yet. Anything I thought was a bite so far, I think, has probably been just some junk floating that I bumped into. Okay, I'm going to bring this way up, and I'm going to do a little flick cast like this to get it out in front. There we go. That's exactly where I wanted it. Let's see if I regret it. I think I'm gonna. I'll bet you. Probably gonna get it stuck under some brush that got caught up on this fallen log. Ooh, I can feel definite brush. I was hoping for the best. Ooh, something just hit the surface there, or just did a little roll. So there are little fish in here, probably, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that couldn't have been a drop. There's nothing falling from the sky, and there's no trees above that. So let's see if I can't. Ooh, I caught a leaf. Let's see if I can't figure out if that was a fish or something weird. Okay. It was just like midway through. Okay. I'm going to do a few casts that way, and then I'm going to move all the way down. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like a little culvert. I'm going to try to go down there, see if I can't catch something. Maybe cast into the culvert. Done that a bunch of times. Maybe that is what I saw. Wasn't a fish. It was probably a wind blowing one of the drops from the trees up above there. Okay, let's move around. Let's keep going. Okay, and keep going. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to cast a few times up. Let's see. Okay, I'll just come down. I think, if I remember, it's really shallow right here. I don't think this is going to hold anything. I'm just going to walk to the culvert. I don't think I got to worry about that today. Okay. There's a bat house right there. Let's see here. Climbing my way through. So there's the little bridge. Oh, I see what they did. They actually turned it into a real bridge when they did a bunch of construction. So they may have actually added something of interest. Maybe they dug out some of that area and it might have created some new fish habitat. I think that's worthwhile. There's some little mallard pair. Just can't gauge the depth of the water. I know that there's a little riffle over there and what looks like some debris. See if I can't work my way into it and just see how shallow it is. Some of these riffles are pretty small. Okay. I don't know how easy it is to even get down here. I think this looks really shallow in here. I don't think there's any reason to try to get down there. I could probably hit it from up here. So I'll do that. See if I can't. This looks promising in here, actually. That part, I mean. We'll see. Don't want to die. So that's going to be one of my goals, is not to die. I'll cast from up here so I don't spook anything in case it is in there. I can't tell. I don't think it's super deep, but maybe when they built this thing, maybe they put in something. Maybe when they put in this dam, I mean not dam, this, let's see. There's plenty to hold a fish in there. Whoop. That was something. Be interesting to see what they might have done inside of here. It's hard to tell. I can see the bottom though, so maybe it is shallower than I think. Okay. Looks shallow, pretty shallow. Okay, let's see if I can scooch down here without totally taking a header. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's really shallow in there. But yeah, I don't like this. Not looking promising. Yeah, I threw off part of my worm, I think. Well, I'm going to throw this little piece in and see if anything happens. Sometimes that's what a guy's got to do. Okay. So maybe the little worm's better, I don't know. Might as well try it. That tiny little bead, this bead, whoa, here is I said titanium. I don't think I meant tungsten. Ugh, it's tungsten, sorry. Tungsten bead. I said titanium. Wrong element, wrong metal. Yeah, so it's heavy. So it does a pretty good job of casting, worm or not. Okay. After this, I'm going to walk back to that dam and just see if I can't get closer and give it a few shots. Okay, let's see if I can climb back out of here without falling on my butt. You know darn well I'm going to fall on my butt. That's just what I do. Okay, maybe oh, I made it. It's funny when people see me carrying a fishing pole in the winter. Maybe they're thinking I might be heading to the river. River's just over there. The big river. That's fishable. Fished that many a time. Caught some nice fish out of there, in fact. Steelhead, big browns. Mostly though just stocked, little stockers. Some of my other videos show that. There's one where I walk to work, and every day, because I'm within walking distance of work, I just walked along the river and casted one of my favorite little trout lures called the Super Duper. It's essentially a bent hunk of metal, and for some reason those fish like it. It's a really good trout lure, especially when you're dealing in stock trout. But I've caught everything with it. Big, small, wild, all of it. I've caught nice cutthroat, like big cutthroat, 20 inches plus. And some of the other lakes. Langer Lake is a great place for the bent hunk of metal, for big cuts. Also big rainbow. Done both. I know Jeff, you're probably going to be the only one who's watched this far, if anyone even watched it. Jeff, my friend since 3rd grade, best man at my wedding. I'm going to try here. Why not? I doubt we'll catch anything, and it'd be funny if I hook something though. Just give it a try. Let's see if I can even get it out past the ice. Look at this little chunk. Yeah, kind of. Ooh, great blue heron. It thinks there's something worth fishing for. I think all I'm going to do is hook the edge of the ice. So I just want to see if I could cast far enough to actually even put it in the water. I'm going to go ahead. There, Jeff, I did it. I know you would have said, you should try that next time. All right, now I'm gonna head back and see if I can't find me a way to that dam and get a little closer. See if I can't lose this rig in a tree. That would be awesome. I have a hunch I could manage that one without trying, but if I tried, even better. Well, I feel little drips from the trees, so yeah, no doubt what I thought was something kind of rolling or whatever was probably just a tree drip that blew from the air, blew out a little ways. Made me think it wasn't coming from a tree, but I'll bet it was. This is a good amount of snow we got for Boise. This is pretty impressive. Where I grew up, this wouldn't be much, but here it is. It was there's easy right now, and this is after melting. There's 8 inches easy on this ground, maybe more. Rare that we get such weather. Okay, I walked too far. I guess I walked past the dam. Let me get my bearings, see if I can't. Wonder if I could reach it from the other side. I have to look. I have caught some in this area before. Never on this side. Always on this side. I've caught them a few times. Never huge. Never in the winter either. It's always been in where I caught the little teeny weeny things. Sometimes you can even see them. Like right there is usually where I get them. Nothing worth writing home about though. Yeah, I can see the bottom. It's slow. I'm gonna, let's see. I have to see if I can even get there without trespassing in a way that they'll yell at me for. Oh, there's a sign there. It probably says, who knows what it says. Probably says watch out for poison ivy. Whatever it says. I can't read it because there's snow in front of it. See what these people think if they see me. They'll come out and yell at me. Hope not. I hope they're intrigued about this. Here's the beaver dam. Not even sure. I gotta think about how I can even get to it. Yeah, it's really hard. Brush is really thick over there. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see how I can get there this way either. Well, I think I'm just gonna call it. Take the worm, drop it off into the snowbank. The piece of worm anyway. Some mouse will get it. I think it hit the jackpot. Well, that's all there is to this video. Nothing. But I'm gonna post it anyway. Sorry if you made it this far and hoping to see a fish. But to use a worn out cliche, that's why they call it fishing and not catching. Signing off.